conversation is right. If you say tonight, baby, I might let you say. Oh.
No, girl. I think he is like really mad at me. He was supposed to come over last night and I didn't hear from him. He didn't call, nothing.
Tracy, give that fine man a break from all your bullshit before you run him off, girl.
Bullshit?
You know exactly what you be doing to these men, Tracy, so stop.
Good pussy problems is the only problem I have, baby. Okay? Listen, because all I be doing is minding the business that pays me.
And that's usually a man who got caught up too damn fast.
Ooh. Are you still going out tonight?
Yes, I am, and you should come with me.
I mean, I will. If Benny don't call me, he don't come over, I'll go out with you.
He isn't gonna call.
Oh my God, and how can you be so sure?
'Cause you just told me you may have stopped his bag, and men don't like when you come between them and their money.
What is going on, beautiful people? This your boy here, Wesley from A Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place in the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And if this is your first time seeing me, definitely follow me here because it's free to do, and on my Instagram and Twitter at A Connection TV. Now, listen, I am a reviewer, not a reporter. I give my unbiased opinion on certain topics, whether it be film, like The Reading, that trash ass movie, or whether it be people in the media, entertainment, because I'm in the media, idiot. No, that didn't work. But yeah, I'm in the media, I do film, so I can talk about the film, and I'm in the entertainment industry. I know a couple of these stars, so I can talk about it. Besides, everybody got an opinion, and there's a lot of y'all no-name people on the internet that be spreading y'all hateful opinion. I just want to talk about it. Can we talk about it? Let's talk about Chlöe Bailey and Chris Brown, baby. This picture is spicy, it's hot, it's pretty hot and tempting, fat. Does people still use fat? I do, kinda, sometimes. Listen, and so I was scrolling on the IG, minding my business, and then I came across Chlöe Bailey. I come across her often. Her stuff pops up on my thing often, right? And so I'm like, what is this? And so immediately I noticed Chris Brown, because Chris Brown is the OG. Chris Brown is one of the GOATs. Period. One of the GOATs. Okay? Can't nobody today that is in entertainment, that is alive, that is a celebrity, do what Chris Brown does. None of them can. None of them can. Okay? Of course, you can throw Usher in the conversation back in his prime days. But Usher ain't flipping and doing all the stuff that Chris Brown do today. But Usher and Chris Brown, they respect each other, okay? They see each other. And noticeably, Usher sees Chris Brown, okay? He done announced it on the stage and all that, okay? Chris Brown, ain't nobody seeing him. All your faves, all your whatever you like, ain't nobody seeing him, period. Just like ain't nobody seeing Beyonce. I don't care what you say. Ain't nobody alive today that's a celebrity seeing Beyonce. Nobody, okay? And I'm talking about people, I'm not talking about specifically vocals. I'm not talking about specifically dance. I'm talking about in the lane that they're in as all around entertainers. Nobody seeing Chris, nobody seeing Beyonce. And if you are in the entertainment realm or have some kind of inch or whatever, little pinch of a brain, you'll understand that. I'm not talking about your faves, because of course, if your fave is not Chris Brown or Beyonce, of course you're gonna ride for your fave. But again, the statement is very clear. No one is seeing Chris Brown and no one is seeing Beyonce in the lanes that they're in. Period. I'm not talking about #1 hits, woohoo. I'm not talking about your favorite song, woohoo. I'm not talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about who got the most net worth, woohoo. All that's irrelevant because no one's seeing Beyonce on stage, no one's seeing Chris Brown on stage. Now, back to the thing at hand with Lil Beyonce. Miss Chlöe, she Lil Beyonce. I'm telling y'all, I don't care what nobody say, she Lil Beyonce. I don't know if that's, I'm in my mind, it's intentional for her to, you know, embody Lil Beyonce. And, you know, why not? If Beyonce see me and my sister on YouTube, hoo, and then she snatch us up to put us on the label, baby, I want to be like Beyonce too. Okay? But, I mean, unfortunately, I feel like that's one of Chlöe Bailey's problem, is the fact that she's in Beyonce's shadow. And I don't know if that was naturally her intention. I think her intention was to, embody the confidence and swag of Beyonce, or at least attempt to. But the fact that she looks kind of like Beyonce, she sings kind of like Beyonce, she moves and swagger is kind of like Beyonce, then she's Lil Beyonce. And a lot of people don't really care for that too much. I personally am one of those people that don't really care for that too much. But because I followed Chlöe on the YouTube scene before she became Chlöe, Lil Beyonce Chlöe, I already knew that her and her sister were stars, period. They're stars, they're phenomenal. They're musically inclined, okay? Outside of some of these people that are out here right now, the way that Chlöe sings, the stuff that she can do with her voice, come on. Like, not too many people are able to do that. And she's a dancer, and she's like, putting herself out there as the Little Beyonce. I rocks with Chlöe, although I wish that she would make better choices with her music career and how she presents herself. To me, because for me, in my age group, as I am as a black man in America, when I see her, I see something gorgeous, someone beautiful, someone multifaceted and talented. And she can act. Come on now. Some of these stars can't act, but she can act. Poise and grace is what I get from her. I don't get thotty body, chicken circuit. I get poise and grace. But sometimes she be giving me thotty body chicken circuit. And I'm not a fan. So, the kind of Chlöe I want is the Chlöe in the gowns belting. That's the era I come from. I come from the Fantasias. I come from the Jasmines. I come from the Brandys. I come from the J Huds. You know what I'm saying? I come from the Mariah Careys before she became hoish. You know what I'm saying? The Honey era. Well, the Honey era was the hoish era, but I come from the singing era, okay? Keisha Cole, when she had a voice, you know what I'm saying? And she was writing real albums. I'm just saying. I come from that era, 90s, you know what I'm saying? So when I look at her, a good gown. No titty breast showing. A good gown, and she singing. I don't come from all of that is a little bit too much for me. It's a little bit too much. It's a little bit too much for me. So I just be wanting her to sing, you know what I'm saying? Because she can, I know she can. But hey, it's not my generation of music. I just got to respect it. So I'm going back to the point that I was trying to make. She had a little snippet of her new song that she came out when she was in the church and the fake tears was coming down and she was in the Vatican or wherever she was. And she was praying and stuff. When she released the clip on Instagram, it was talking about N-word. And I was completely taken out. I was taken out of it. I was like, what is this trash? Like, why are we doing this? What is this trash? You're appealing to a certain demographic that's not going to support you. All the ones that listen to the songs that say N-word, all they're going to do is talk trash about you online. They're not supporting you. They're not. Why don't you cater to the non-N-word listeners, okay, and we'll support you? She came out with the video. I heard the video. It didn't say nothing about an N-word. I'm like, cha-ching, let me buy the song. Respect already. Let me buy the song. Now, okay, enough about all of that. Let me get to this, right? Let me get to this. Chris Brown, like I said, is a GOAT. Chlöe Bailey is a mini GOAT. She got GOAT tendencies. I don't care what nobody says. She got GOAT tendencies. I see it. I can see the sprinkle of salt on her. Okay, now the two of them coming together, ooh, that's fire. Look at this picture. They look fantastic together. What? And Chris Brown is known for messing with women that don't really look like that. Although Karrueche was, and Rihanna, Chris Brown has a type. He like light skin. I would love to see Chris Brown with a dark skin. But if that's not his thing, that's not his thing. It is what it is. But they got on the black. They in this nice little studio set looking kind of thing, because that tree in the background look a little fake. And they just standing there. And like the styling is everything. Like, ooh, this is hot. But for some reason, she looked 12 to his 35. I'm not, maybe not 35, maybe his 30. She looked 12 to his 30. It looked a little adolescent. It looked a little discouraging. For me, right? Really? Girl, you better stop. But we know they not. We know they're both of age. It's hot. It's pretty hot and tempting. Fat, right? And then you know what else is fat? Right, it's just out there and the light is, ooh, the light catching it, right? It's gorgeous. And Chris Brown a hoe. So you know he's just like, let me get it. And Chlöe like, no, stop. No, we can't win. No, I don't want to. Let's just do the music, okay? Maybe you can see it all day long. And I just want to know, I just want to know what this is going to give because got the run does it. I don't know why this thing got me crazy right now, yeah. It could Percocet my leg. I know the one that I leave it up here, right. I don't want to go over there. Baby, what was there? All that stuff she be doing. If she could just match his energy, I don't want him to match her. I want her to match him. Okay? Chris Brown been in the game longer. Chris Brown know what he doing. And even though everyone in the world disrespects this man because of something he did 80,000 years ago, he's still one of the GOATs. And can't nobody see him. Bruno Mars, who? What? What are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Can we just admit that Bruno Mars is the reject Chris Brown? Can we just admit that? Can we just admit that Bruno Mars ain't even nowhere near? Is he black? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? But like, you know, and you know what's crazy? Even Rihanna forgave Chris Brown. Did a song with him and everything. You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about here? We still mad about something and the victim ain't mad about it no more? What are we talking about here? And from that particular situation, Chris Brown had become chaotic for a couple of years because he was a young man being thrown to the wolves, and the wolves being the public, and the public ate him up time after time after time after time after time and after time again. Trying to do business with major companies, no deals coming through, losing endorsements. A young black man at the whim of us. And he has no room to grow. He has no room to expand. Is redemption something that just doesn't exist anymore? Can people have the ability to redeem themselves? And it seems like a lot of the internet picks and choose their battles on who they want to support and or not support. You know, Will Smith hit a black man. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But if he hit a white man, things might be a little different for him. If he hit a woman, his whole life is ending. People pick and choose what they want to worry about. People pick and choose what they want to hate on. I feel like people need to stop hating on this man because this man makes music for us, okay? He makes music for black people, and he's a black person, okay? Hello to everyone out there that's making black music ain't black, and we loving them up and down. What are we talking about here? We crucify our own so quickly. And then we act like there's no room for redemption. And then a lot of y'all thump the Bible. I don't know. Maybe that's a whole nother video. But I'm having a feeling that this song is going to be pretty hot and tempting. Fact. Okay? And I just want Chlöe to just follow his melodic lead. I don't want to hear jumping jacks all over the tambourine. I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want her in no thong bikini with ass cheeks out in the video. I don't want that either. I want her to be fully clothed. I would love for her to be fully clothed, and I just want it to be a sultry, sexy number where they're dancing, because she can move. I don't know if I'm not saying she can move like hell, but she can move. She could do a choreographed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think it's gonna be hot. And if she got this kind of hair, ooh, I would actually love to see her with a low bob. Ooh, what? Sultry, sexy. I'm here for it. But people are like, out of all the people, him, I think it's time to unstand, cause girl, what the F? Is it really that difficult not to work with known abusers, or do people in the industry just not care at all? Girl, why in the world? This is so disappointing. What? Wow. And it's funny because my Instagram went from, yes, Chlöe, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. Yo, I was not expecting this. Whoa, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. Like, some people think it's hot, some people think it's not, and it's rotten. Y'all are crazy. This is going to be hot. I think it's going to be hot, and I'm looking forward to it. Chris Brown, you want to know why a lot of people still want to work with Chris Brown, and why Rihanna potentially, well, I'm not going to say why she forgave him, but you know why people still want to work with Chris Brown? Because he's hot. He's the GOAT. And I'm not talking about hot in looks. Sometimes he can look a little bit sickly, and then sometimes he can look a little bit normal and human. But he's hot in terms of like his music. His music is legit. What are we talking about? Like, what are we talking? Like, his music thumps. Like, what are we talking about here? And there's so many artists out there that are trying to mimic this man. And are mimicking this man. And y'all falling, oh, head over heels. Oh, my God. Oh. But Chris Brown does the song, and it's crickets. Y'all need to well, y'all can do whatever the hell y'all want to, but it's just so interesting how a lot of y'all just pick and choose y'all battles. And just the concept of redemption seems to be not possible anymore in face of the internet. Anyways, leave your comments below. I'm happy for Chlöe and Chris Brown. I think this is going to be hot. What are your thoughts below? Leave them, and deuces.